Well, hello there, and good evening, everyone. I'm William Brantley from South Jackson, Tennessee, in the Bemis area, ready to report to you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. Thought I'd start off with the climate data first and go from there, especially since we have a holiday weekend coming up, which looks not too bad depending on where you live, actually. As of 5 p.m. Today, Saturday, May 26th, 2018, at 5 p.m. the skies were partly cloudy. The temperature here in Bemis was 87 degrees. The dew point was 71 degrees. The humidity was setting at 59%. The wind was out of the south at 6 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure was 29.82 inches of mercury. Today's low temperature here in Bemis was 68 degrees. Today's high made it up to 89 degrees, just missed the 90 degree mark by 1 degree here in Bemis. No rain fell here in Bemis since midnight. The lowest humidity would be 59%, and that occurred at 4 and 5 p.m. The highest would be 100%, and that occurred at 1 through 4, and then again at 6 a.m. this morning. The lowest dew point temperature was 68 degrees, and that was from 2 through 5 a.m. The highest dew point temperature was 73 degrees, and that occurred at 10 a.m. this morning. Today's lowest barometric pressure was 29.82 inches of mercury, and that occurred at 5 p.m., while the highest would be 29.91 inches, and that occurred at 7 a.m. through 12 noon. Today's highest wind gust from the Jackson, Tennessee airport was 12 miles per hour out of the south, and that occurred between 12:01 a.m. to 5 p.m. Today's records for May 26th, hottest high 94 degrees in 1978 and 1996. The coolest high would be 67, and that occurred in 1974. The warmest low would be 73 degrees. That occurred in 1962, while the coldest low would be 46 degrees, and that occurred in 1961, 1979, and 1988. And the rainfall record for today would be 1.65 inches, and that occurred in 2006. Alrighty, that's a look at the stats for the moment. For the moment. I guess I'll go ahead and show you a few graphs, and that'll be it for this Saturday evening. I actually we have a pretty decent Saturday evening in progress, and it will last most of the night, and actually looks like now a good portion of tomorrow. But tomorrow afternoon we do have a chance for some isolated scattered thunderstorms in the area. Our best chance for rain is coming up around Wednesday, when we may get the side effects of that tropical depression that's down in the Gulf. Alright, let's look at the radar real quick. And as you can see, at the moment, West Tennessee is in pretty good shape. At the moment, there's some few isolated showers to our west over toward the river, west of Covington, and down near Memphis, and south of Memphis, down to Mississippi. But now that the sun has set, those showers will probably continue to dissipate and remain a fair sky for the most part before very long. Alrighty. Now let me show you, this is the very latest track according to the National Hurricane Center that was issued at 10 a.m. Jackson, Tennessee time. A few hours ago, but that's the latest one that I've seen. That lets you see that it looks like According to this map, it's down west of Cuba as of 10 a.m. this morning, and it's projected to be a tropical storm all the way to the Gulf Coast, and possibly along the Alabama-Florida coastline. By 8 a.m. Tuesday morning, there you see where it should be. Let me get my pen here. Should be right there by Tuesday morning. And then actually east of Jackson, Tennessee, and between Nashville, Tennessee, by Wednesday morning around 6 a.m. or 8 a.m. Not too far from Jackson as a tropical depression. And then move on up by Thursday morning up near Cincinnati, Ohio by 8 a.m. Thursday morning. That's the current track for that tropical depression. At this time, it's not expected to become a hurricane. Just below hurricane winds, about 60 miles or 70 miles per hour. But it takes 75 or 4, I believe it is, 74 mile per hour winds for it to be classified as a hurricane. So it's kind of moving a little quick like, and in that direction, that might be a hint that it might not do as much damage should it become a hurricane. But I say that loosely because this is a estimated projection, and again 6 hours ago things may change. If you're going down to the Florida Panhandle for a vacation the next few days, be very, very cautious. That's all I can say. It's up to you. There'll be a judgment call on your case. Alright, I'll leave it at that. It will probably give us some rain toward the middle of next week. Alright, let me go to Weather Underground, their surface map, and it's a close-up view of Tennessee and where the precipitation is around us. It is not moving. I got it for that reason. It's really stationary. And there's that area south of Memphis, and the heaviest is down in southern Mississippi. There's south of Jackson, Mississippi down there, and a little bit over in Alabama. And most of the heaviest rain is way on down there. That low pressure you see right there at the bottom of your screen, that's the tropical storm. And it's just northwest of Cuba. You see some heavy rain down there near the Florida Keys. It's moving northward, and parts, but not all, of Florida is getting wet now. The Panhandle don't look too bad at this time. At least as of, 9:08 p.m., 5 minutes ago maybe. Alright, that's the Weather Underground's map features. Which, let me see if I can get a few, and really no fronts nearby. As you can see, all of them's to our north. Iowa up there in Montana, and north and up in northern Michigan. That's really where all the fronts are. Nothing nearby us at the time. Alright, there's a satellite picture I wanted to bring up to you. It should be in moving stage. I apologize for it not moving. Tennessee, for the most part right now, is still fairly clear. There's a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms around the area. Some thick clouds to our south moving in our direction. But as you see, it approaches Jackson, and they start fizzling out. And a lot of those clouds down in Mississippi is going to continue doing that. And it's going to leave us with a fairly decent night, probably. Maybe a few fair weather clouds, but once the sun goes down all the way, which it already has, the skies may actually become clear for the most part. That's good news. Alright, here's a forecast. I'm going to give you a couple of them tonight instead of one through the whole thing. We're back to fair skies for the remainder of the night with east wind to 10 to 20 for the rest of the night. The sun set at 8:01 p.m. It'll be rising tomorrow morning at 5:43 p.m. And the moon rose at 5:18 p.m. this evening and will be setting tomorrow morning at 4:12 a.m. Generally speaking, we should have generally fair skies tomorrow, but we do have a 30% chance of an isolated scattered shower or thunderstorm, mainly during the afternoon hours, but not necessarily just the afternoon hours. But that'd be the most likely. We should have a low tomorrow morning of about 60, Sunday morning, which is tomorrow morning, 68 degrees, and a high tomorrow about 88 degrees, with east wind to 10 to 20 miles per hour. Again, sun rises at 5:43 a.m. and sets tomorrow evening at 8:02 p.m. The moon will be rising tomorrow evening at 6:17 p.m. and be setting at 4:45 a.m. on Monday, Memorial Day. Speaking of Memorial Day, as of right now, it kind of fluctuates from day to day, but as of right now, it's going to be very cloudy most of Memorial Day at this time. No precipitations expected, but with the approach of that tropical storm to the Gulf, that may throw just enough instability into the atmosphere to create an isolated shower or thunderstorm Memorial Day afternoon. But whatever forms should be brief, 15-30 minutes at max probably, and fair by Monday night. So it looks like a very cloudy day. We'll get some sun, we also get some clouds on Memorial Day, and maybe a 20% chance of an isolated afternoon shower or thunderstorm. Otherwise, fair skies, especially by Monday night. A low near 69 and a high of 86 on Memorial Day, with east winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. The chance of rain picks up big time by next Tuesday. 90% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Some of the rain could be heavy thanks to that tropical storm by then. A low near 68 and a high of 82 with east winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday, becoming fair though by Wednesday night. Low of 69 and a high of 83 with east winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wind continues on Thursday, very cloudy, with a 50% chance of more showers and thunderstorms. Low of 71, high of 87, west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Finally, clear skies all day, or at least mostly fair, on Friday next week, July 1st, with low of 71 and a high of 92, with southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. It's actually going to clear up and get hot next weekend. Long weekend for the Memorial Day weekend, huh? Maybe. It might not be too bad this weekend in the long run. We'll have to wait and see. Looks like 94 degrees by next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, June the 2nd and 3rd, with mostly fair skies. And then maybe an isolated few showers around Monday, June the 4th, 40% chance, with a high of 86 on that day. I said I'm going to give you 3 or 4 days. I winded up giving you all 9. Well, that's all right. Sometimes that happens. Well, I believe I'm going to let it go at that. Hope you all have a very pleasant Saturday evening, May the 26th. And I hope you have a beautiful Sunday, May 27th, 2018, coming up. And hope you all get the chance to do what you want to do over the holiday weekend. And if nothing goes wrong, I'll probably be right here talking to you on YouTube. That'd be alright too, won't it? Alrighty. Well, good night and God bless you, and we'll talk to you later. Goodbye.